Hello, welcome to a little video that I've made on the part played by Greek prepositions in the study of the Greek New Testament. And the first passage I'm looking at here comes from Romans, first couple of verses. And it talks here about the gospel of God, which was promised beforehand through the prophets. So notice these little bits that I've bolded, the pro, beforehand promised, the prophets who spoke beforehand. And then 1 Timothy 1:18, the command that is entrusted to you, my son Timothy, according to the proagusas, the former prophecies concerning you, that through them you might fight the good fight. Now, we have in English the words prophet and prophecy, but we don't usually think about the pro part. We know what it means since we see it in words like proactive. But with proactive, both parts of the word are clear in English, proactive. Whereas with prophet, the second part of the word is unknown to English speakers. And the result is that Paul's argument in the verses above, when translated into English, has lost some of its coherence. It's lost an important supporting strand. Okay, next example. And this is a little more important. If you have died, if a man has died, well, in this case it's talking about the husband. If the husband has died, the woman is released from the law concerning her husband. So notice how the word die has this component, apo, and also apo here is used freestanding, meaning from. And so this apo is being played on by Paul here. If you have died with Christ from the elemental spirits of the universe. So the Greek word here for die begins with the preposition apo. I expect that users of the language wouldn't usually think about that, but Paul draws attention to it here to make his point. Christ's death has freed us from the world and from the evil powers of the world. Coming up, Colossians 2:4, te proseuche pros carteretia. Again, I doubt that native Greek speakers would normally put focus on the two parts of the word proseuche, but Paul finds it useful to buttress his point. And I say this is a good verse to learn in the Greek, and a good example of the big benefit of learning Greek. So it's not necessarily the fine points of the exact meaning of pros here, but it's simply the fact that the two words begin with pros, so it makes them go together very neatly, and it's like a tight strand joining them together and making his point in a very convincing and a very good way. So that, as I said, that's just a very brief video pointing out some of the advantages of learning Greek, and I've jumped in right at the middle. So if you want to go into more detail, I've got a whole lot of Greek lessons on my channel, and there are also books that I would recommend. The Zondervan Study Guide to Biblical Greek by William D. Mounts, and there is a little chart there outlining the basic things that the prepositions do, and then also a much deeper study, Prepositions and Theology in the Greek New Testament by McKerras. So there's plenty to learn there. Anyway, thanks for watching.